thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup has been pretty wild so far. And now we're in the Western Conference quarterfinal. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And looking back at the group stage of the NBA Cup, these were two of the best in the West.
Yeah, these teams have been outstanding in the Cup. They're playing with confidence. Two of my favorites to win this thing, so something has to give.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. MP out there with Holiday, and it's Avdia in at the 3 spot. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. The 19-foot shot. MP grabs the miss. And so MP will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
MP with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to MP. To the middle. Here's Klingon. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Klingon when he's that close.
Back to SGA. From deep, Williams. Rebounded by Kamare.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Pass to MP. Now Kamara. MP with a screen on Holmgren. Back to MP. Lays it up off the glass.
What a quality possession. MP cashing in down low.
The Thunder have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Holmgren with a screen on Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Williams for 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
Boy, misfiring on your first 4 shots, you've got to settle in here.
And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all 3 are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
The Blazers on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Holiday. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Outside Williams. For 3, Holmgren. Good on the 3-point shot. Holmgren's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
To the inside. And there's Klingon. That's good on the assist by Holiday.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Martenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. That one goes in.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
MP with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with the steal. The finish. And the dunk by SGA.
How about the wingspan of Chet Holmgren? Produces a turnover that turns into points.
To the paint and taken away by Wallace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to his spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 3-point lead. Pass to MP. Here's Kamara. Abdi on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. 5 on the clock. Outside Holiday. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. A moment here now to see the numbers for MP.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Dort comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Mitchell in for Wallace.
So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
Williams with the steal. Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by MP. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Lou Dort out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Holmgren in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Caruso with the steal. Mitchell passes to Holmgren, and the dunk by Holmgren.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Down low, bounce pass from Williams. Sharp, the pass to MP. There's a screen by Kamara. Avdia gets the bucket.
What you love about Denny Avdia, this guy can score in a multitude of ways.
Pass to Holmgren. Stripped it away. Avdia against Dort. Avdia dishes to MP. And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Thunder.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Williams sends a screen for Avdia. They get the rebound. Williams gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Let's check in now with our Allie Laporte, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Memphis was simply terrific. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he also turned in a season high in the rebound department. A game that nobody will soon forget. That's for sure. Tonight. We'll see, guys.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Williams for 3. Avdia with the rebound. Portland leading by 3. Pass to MP. Now Kamara. Back to MP. And here's Avdia. Pocket 6. Lets it go from deep. Now here's Sharp. MP passes to Sharp. 3-pointer. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
MP against SGA. Battling inside. It's Gilgeous-Alexander.
One of the great strengths in SGA's game, the ability to maintain control and finish through contact.
MP with a screen on Williams. Portland moving the ball around. Back to Kamara. And another three for Portland.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Thunder trailing by 7. Williams looking over the floor. Holmgren the pass to Dort. MP outside. Pass to Klingon. Shoots over Holmgren. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They're really bucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
Inside, beyond the wing. MP against SGA. Launches a three. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein comes in for Holmgren. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Trailblazers. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Klingon towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Holiday dishes to MP. A shot, no good.
Well, you got to think better of that next time. He had little to no chance of conversion.
Williams for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
The train. Here's Klingon. And it's sent back by Wallace. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now.
And simply put, Donovan Klingon is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Mitchell. On the wing, Williams, covered by Kamara. Wallace with a screen on Holiday. That one drops for him. SGA's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
MP outside. Pass to Holiday. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holiday's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
6 on the shot clock. Wallace the pass to Joe. Offline with his 3. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. So it's the Portland Trailblazers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Evan Sharp from beyond the arc putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello. And taking a look at the Trailblazers, there are some high expectations coming into the season. And they can create a lot of pressure.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Portland Trailblazers.
You know who's...
That is more than enough of us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. On the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Holiday out there with MP. And it's Avdia in at the 3.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys?
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Avdia against Williams. MP gets the job done inside.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Back to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Holmgren with a screen on Avdia. Taken away. Here's MP. And MP gets right back to the rack.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Outside, SGA. Pass to Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Now we get a chance to check out MP. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. And he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Kamara. Offensive rebound. Klingon.
A powerhouse slam. Klingon gave it everything on that one.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Stolen by Avdia. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Holiday finds MP. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. To the inside. And stolen by Wallace. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Avdia. Williams dishes to Wallace. SGA feeling it out a bit. Out to Wallace. They get a hand on it.
And they continue to control the glass.
Portland leading by 8. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And here's MP for 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
SGA passes to Holmgren. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Yeah, you can feel Chet Holmgren getting that rhythm, folks. Very tough to slow down now because of size and skill.
George, he's checked in for the Thunder. Mitchell comes in for Cason Wallace. And Portland with a change here, too. Shaden Sharp's checked in for Avdia. Holiday finds MP. Here's Klingon. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Trailblazers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, you love to see Chet Holmgren asserting himself offensively. You feeling the rhythm? Go ahead and play.
A 3 from MP. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight. SGA kicks to Mitchell. Hands it from downtown. Mitchell's got 12.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the basket by MP.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
SGA, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Thunder trailing by 18. 1:49 left in the third.
Woo-hoo, that's the athleticism you talked about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
And Holiday kicks to MP. And another 3 for Portland.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And so Mark Gagnon calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan for the Trailblazers. Williams comes in for Klingon. And Murray subbed in for Tamani Kamara. Mitchell finds Caruso. Dort with a screen for Caruso. And Dort gets it to go. Dort's got his first basket.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Holiday dishes to MP. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Dort a screen on Murray. Pass to Sorber. Here's Dort. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Trailblazers leading by 20. And Sharp has it in the corner. And here's MP for 3. Thunder with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
There's the triple. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Mitchell outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball. And Dylan Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dort. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Donovan Klingon, he's checked in for Williams. Tamani Kamara comes in for Murray. MP's checked in for Shaedon Sharp. And it's Holiday in for Scoot Henderson. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Mitchell is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Joe in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Mitchell wide open. No good on the 3.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
And here's MP for 3. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
That's just a great job of finishing by Klingon.
And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein comes in for Isaiah Joe. And Wallace subbed in for Mitchell. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injury. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staff?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches, down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Oklahoma City shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Pass to Holmgren. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, close range looks, highly coveted. Avdia is all about it.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
SGA against Howard. The three from MP. Buries it from three-point range.
3 points.
MP's got 31.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Holmgren looking around. Shot clock at 6. Pass to SGA. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Avdia, the pass to Holiday. MP, no good. The Thunder shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Here's Williams. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
To the paint, here's Wallace. And the rejection by MP. Murray finds MP. Off target from outside. The Thunder shooting it really well. 54% from the floor.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Hugely satisfying.
And again for 3.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren kicks to Wallace. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. At the top of the key, Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss. On the wing, MP. Wallace covering. Kicks it out to MP. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Oklahoma City. In the corner, Wallace with it. From outside the arc, the rebound by Sharp.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And this victory locks them in for the West semifinals of the NBA.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, the star tonight who broke the 30-point mark in the win. How did you balance knowing when to get your teammates going versus when it's time?
It's not rocket science, JQ.
Kevin, back to you.
Terrific job, Jennifer.
unmistakable greeting to Las Vegas. Just a stone's throw away. And welcome to the NBA Cup semifinals. This is a huge game. The winner tonight will represent the West in the final. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And at the 2024 NBA Cup West semifinal in Las Vegas, Oklahoma City outlasted Houston 111-96.
Yeah, both teams got off to a slow start. It was 42-41 at the half, but OKC turned it on in the second half, putting up 70 points. I mean, it was an early season statement from the Thunder, our eventual NBA champs.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Bones Highland out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward position. Offensive rebound, Avdia outside. From deep. Rebound Minnesota. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Pass to Kamara. Now Holiday. Guarded by Edwards. MP outside. Hey, puts up a three. Good! Another from three.
I mean, his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the fourth most three-point makes in a season. Here's Edwards. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Holiday. Cash money on the open jump shot. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
Randall, pass to Gobert. Avdia, left side. Outside Holiday. Portland moving it around. Here's MP, and he drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got his second basket on the night. Outside Highland. Back to Randall. Edwards against MP. Dosunmu for three. The rebound by MP.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Holiday. The three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Blazers. That one in Portland.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And here's MP from outside. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Holiday against Highland. Pass to Randall. Randall draws the double. Edwards for three. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Edwards got 5 now.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Avdia passes to MP. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Edwards for three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
Holiday passes to MP. Another three for Portland.
scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Let's toss it to the sideline, where we've got more on MP's historic season.
Thanks, guys. Will, his hot shooting this season has brought him within sight of the single-season high watermark for triples made. And while it's something he's cautious of, he said he's trying to keep his focus squarely between those lines. Guys?
That's a good approach. MP outside. He shoots a three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
No hesitation at all there. MP rose up with confidence.
DeSumo outside. Back to Randall. DeSumo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a three. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. And here's Edwards outside. Hits the trifecta. 11 points in the game.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
MP outside. He tries for three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second-chance opportunities. You know,
second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Clark outside. Conley looking for an opening. Pass to Randall from downtown. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists tonight on the court for Minnesota. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Then there's Mike Conley. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. Connects again from distance.
Yeah, he's been hitting threes at a very high level. We haven't seen many better from deep.
That last triple ties him for 4th most made in a season. Conley passes to Clark. And here's Randall. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Boy, down low, Randall can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Sharp passes to MP. And again for 3.
And this is amazing. I mean, that moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this does not happen very often. Here's Clark. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Robert Williams picks up 1.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Portland making a switch here. Klingen's checked in. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards comes in for McDaniels. From deep, MP. Another 3 for Portland.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Edwards against MP. Edwards. 5 on the clock. Pass to Randall. This one for 3. Portland grabs the miss. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems
good. Another from 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Up the charts he climbs. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing.
Hey, you're not going to trick MP now. Think again. That's a great block right there.
Stolen by Conley. And here's the fast break. And here's Clark for 3. He buries it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump.
Connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for 3rd most made threes in a season. Edwards can't hit.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
I just love the ball movement.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. Randall, pass to Gobert. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. If you look at the Trailblazers, it's a long season. But right now, they're in great position, holding that prized top spot. And of course, the Timberwolves, they're just one rung below them.
Checking out Portland, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
They retain possession. Nifty move. And it's Randall with the jam.
Randall's got tremendous confidence in his game, and he's pretty good at creating with his ball handling having improved.
Abdia finds MP. Portland moving it around. Back to Holiday. On the wing, MP. Launches it. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. Edwards hits from beyond the arc.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Holiday passes to MP. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. MP's got 35.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Thunder had a nice performance. He ended up with 37 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Good stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. He feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Holiday passes to MP. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Randall with a steal. Edwards looking it over. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
And here's MP from outside. And so it's MP making things happen for the Trailblazers. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. Back after this.
You look at the Timberwolves, still half the season remaining, and they're still making moves, climbing up the rankings, and still.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now, they're in the midst of a close game.
I'm not going to say this game is monumentous, but I will say it's.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping.
And we welcome you back as we get set to bring you second half action from the NBA Cup. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Inside, we'll see Kamara and Klingit. MP is out there with Drew Holiday, and it's Avdia in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Fires from deep, and the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 8 assists in the game.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Outside Edwards, takes a 3. Rebounded by Kamara. Kamara's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
Pass to Randall. Outside Edwards. Shot to stop the run. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Gobert's got his first basket of the night.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
MP outside. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Randall outside. Clinging with the block.
Okay, young fella. Look, I'll tell you this. Do not test Donovan Clingan. They just learned that the hard way. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Holiday passes to MP. Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside Edwards. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Randall, the pass to Dosunmu. Back to Randall. Outside Edwards. Outside Highland. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. The shot no good. Oh, great D that time from MP. Pass to Holiday to the inside. Kicks it out to MP. Portland moving it around. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Portland.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Outside Edwards. The 3. And Edwards hits him right back for a 3.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
From deep, MP sends it home from 3-point land. MP's got 59 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Here's Edwards. Power is home.
Oh, wow. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Portland making a switch here. Grant's checked in. Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself.
Good. He hits again.
And he's got 60 again. I mean, I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
To tie that mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in this lifetime. What a season he's having. Edwards for 3, and Clingan pulls it down. Portland leading by 15. And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Randall. The kick out to Edwards. Outside, Highland. Dosunmu outside for 3. Randall. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's it. And again for 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on. And he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Portland with a rebound.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer 3 so badly.
And there's Klingon on the assist by MP. MP's got his 3rd assist of the night. Timberwolves trail by 20. Randall outside. Back to Highland. Pass to Edwards. Outside for Randall. Will it go? Knocks it down from distance. Randall's got 14.
Nowhere is a bad spot around the arc for Randall. He's worked extremely hard to develop this shot.
Good! Another from 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. MP really making a difference here.
Well, they have one thing to talk about. How do we stop this guy from knocking down threes?
Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Kamara. Here's Conley. Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. Outside Reed. They set a pick. That 3's off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Holiday. From deep, MP. Doesn't go for him. Timberwolves trail by 20. Pass to Conley. Inside. Here's Shannon. MP with the block.
Wow, MP with the meeting at the summit, denying all motion.
Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for 2nd in most 3s in a game. Here's Conley. Fires for 3. Now the Blazers on the move. It's good from in tight. Sharp's got his 2nd basket.
Yeah, good second chance bucket by Sharp. You got to get in there and participate on the play to win those.
Pass to Berenger. Back to Conley. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Trailblazers.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Avdia, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Phillips is checked in. MP outside. Good! Another from 3.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new 2nd place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. And 3/4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard.
Change here for Portland. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. And it's Edwards in for Shannon. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this 4th. On the court for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards make up the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be the 2nd of a 2-game stretch at home.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Now McDaniels puts one up from 19. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Holiday finds MP. And again for 3.
And a Of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Randall draws the double. From deep, Conley. Portland with a rebound. Klingen's got his 6th rebound on the night. MP, the pass to Holiday. From behind the arc. Good! Another from 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. Looking at who's out there for Portland now. Robert Williams checked in for Klingen. Grant comes in for Kamara. Krejci's checked in for Avdia. And it's Sharp in for Holiday. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Trailblazers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And their block numbers also stand out to me. Challenging shots at the rim has been a big part of their defensive success.
Krejci, the pass to MP. Portland moving it around. From the arc. And good! There's another!
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss. Highland, the pass to Dosunmu. Outside Edwards. Over to the wing. Here's Highland. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards got his 4th assist in this one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range.
Connects again from distance.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him, as they have all season long.
And with his performance, he is now tied for 2nd for the most threes in a season.
A mark set by James Harden in 2019. 378 triples shared for now.
Sharp passes to MP. And yes, another basket.
Well, folks, he's now bested his own single-game record for points in a game with this simply incredible offensive explosion we've watched unfold. Congrats to him for now holding down 2 of the top 3 spots all time.
And we get paid to sit here and watch this excellence. What a special experience indeed. The emotion, the effort, the intensity throughout this game has been remarkable to witness. And everyone in this building recognizes the brilliant piece of basketball history that we've been lucky enough to watch. Randall, the pass to Highland. The Dosunmu for 3. MP with the block. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Henderson, he's checked in for Portland. 6 to shoot. Here's Randall. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Randall's got 20.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Trailblazers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. And it's good! He hits another one!
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
History being made as we speak. Unbelievable!
MP lays claim to one of sports' all-time records, passing the Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point mark. I never thought I'd see the day. Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Randall finds Highland. Picked by Gobert. The 3 is up. Highland misses. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Dosunmu. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for one. And that one misses. Now here's Randall. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. And this secures their spot in the NBA Cup Tournament Finals. What a season they have had so far.
I don't think it's an exaggeration to say we just witnessed the great.
We appreciate you being a part of our family tonight. Thank you,
Woo!
and thank you, on the way out.
Over to you, BA.
All right, Dominic, appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
MP, right here. Right here. Come on, MP. Always Frank. Here we go. All right. MP, you just scored the most points in a game in league history. I mean, where do you go mentally to be able to perform so historically well?
Oh, Frank, who knew you were a real mensch? I mean, the record is great.
NBA is no joke, okay? For real, it's no joke. But MP going out there, putting up points like that, as a rookie, he's different, man. He's different.
Welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K.
Hello from Los Angeles and welcome to Season 5 of NBA 2K26.
You know, I have never been to it. Have you?
Get out of the water.
Yeah, this is fun.
6.
There's big news this season, and we'll be getting into.
When it came to updating our most capable SUV, we made every detail, every curve, every function outshine all. Because that's how you go from great to greater. The all-new Telluride X Pro is ready.
Kia, movement that inspires.
So for your next 2K TV interaction.